I'm Molly Chapman, business journalist at CasinoBeats and CasinoBeats, and I'm joined today by Nikki, CEO of AvatarUX. How are you doing today?
Good, thanks. Really excited to be here. It's
Yeah?
a great event. Yeah, I've been really enjoying it.
Yeah, have you had any highlights yet so far?
Yeah, there's been some great panels that I've gone to see. I really enjoyed some of the topics. It's been a really wide range of topics, covering a lot of areas that are really specifically interesting to me. You know, the big focus on casino is something that, you don't get across other conferences. So it's a really important one for my company and for our genre.
Generally speaking, why do you think it's important to attend events like the CasinoBeats Summit?
I think, especially over the last couple of years, we've had such a lack of face-to-face contact, and this is really important to meet others in the industry. Malta is obviously a massive hub for gaming companies, operators, and competitors from a supplier point of view.
Yeah.
So it's always great to meet up with those guys, share ideas, come up with new ideas, look at how we can collaborate. And doing that face to face is really invaluable, and it feels great to see people in person. I'm a bit of a veteran of the industry and know a lot of people from across the years, and it's just been an absolute pleasure to see people face to face.
So, having spoken at the game mechanics panel at the event this year, could you tell us about any highlights from that session and maybe anything that you've also learned from it?
Yeah, I mean, it was a really great panel. I had some great esteemed colleagues there, Daniel from Soft to Bet and Casper from Casino Grounds. So it was a really nice panel, covering supplier, operator and streamer. So it was very diverse, so everyone had a different opinion. So we talked about game mechanics and why they're important, or maybe why they're not quite so important. And there was some differing opinions, which always makes for an interesting conversation. So it was fantastic. We talked a bit about PopWins and why PopWins had been a success for Avatar, and how we're continuing to move forward with our mechanics and why it's important to do so. So yeah, it was. From the feedback I received, it was really positive. Maybe people were being nice, but it felt like it was a packed room, standing room only. So it was a really great reception. So I was really happy with how it went.
I'm sure that was great to hear as well about the feedback.
Yeah, the feedback was great. There's even since there's been some feedback on LinkedIn around the panel, and that it was really interesting. And I've spoken to a few people afterwards who said that they found it really enjoyable and they learned things, and that's, I think, what's really important about coming to conference. I want to come and sit, either be on a panel or go and see a panel where I'm going to learn something. I have been to other conferences where I felt that actually, I kind of know this information, tell me something new. So it was fantastic to actually really learn some new things.
Yeah, that's really good. And everyone in the audience is also learning.
It feels like that. And, going to the other sessions is invaluable for me, just from a learning process and just generally talking to people and networking and finding out how things are going for them.
So on that note, are there any panels that you've seen that you really enjoyed, or any that you're still looking forward to seeing?
The first panel from yesterday was fantastic. Can you make your game stand out from the crowd? So it's all about, what are the USPs now in the casino industry? What are, what are companies doing to really differentiate themselves in the market? And there was a really, again, diverse panel. Benedict, a good friend of mine from Green Jade Games, talked a lot around his ethos and his strategy around the kind of social element of gaming, which has a huge audience, and how that can be translated into real money gaming. Plus, the CEO of Live Spins also talked a lot about that as a proposition, which is really interesting, around how we use streaming and bet behind from a live streaming point of view, which seems to be the kind of way forward for the next generation of casino users. So it was really interesting to learn more.
So obviously AvatarUX has been shortlisted for one of the CasinoBeats Game Developer Awards.
Excited.
Yes, for a slot to watch. So could you just tell us a little bit about the title and what it means to the company to have been shortlisted.
Well, Lollipop was the first game that we've launched under my kind of tenure. I've only been CEO since February, so it was really exciting to get a game out into the market so early on. It's a really fun game, it's really exciting. It's taking the PopWins mechanic to the next level by adding new and exciting kind of gameplay options. So it feels like an evolution of our existing content. It's been very well received when we pushed it out across our own direct network, but also via our larger network in the regulated space. So we're seeing some great traction with the game. And it's a real springboard for us to be able to innovate for content coming through the pipeline for the roadmap for the rest of the year and beyond.
Well, speaking of your roadmap for the rest of the year, what can your players look forward to seeing from you?
We've re-looked at Cherry Pop, and we've looked at how the mechanics, why it was so popular, and we've really regenerated it for that existing audience, but also to attract new players. So we have Cherry Pop Deluxe, which actually launched with a beta partner on our direct integrations yesterday, and it's flying. So far so good.
That's great.
We're launching it to the network, our direct partner network next week. And then following on from that, we'll be launching to the wider distribution network later in the summer. So got a lot of activity around it, a lot of promotion. We know that it has a following, so we're really excited to get that out. But we also have another game which launched across our direct partners yesterday, which is Raging Pop. Really amazing, artistic looking game. It had some great reviews from the guys at Big Windboard, who gave it a glowing report, and we're starting to roll that out across our partners now as well. So loads of really cool stuff, and with the quality that you could expect from Avatar, and the quality that guys are used to.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it sounds like a very exciting year ahead, and I'm looking forward to covering those slots on SlotBeats. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.